Hello everyone, before we get to today's video, if you could take the time to give United 24 Media a subscribe on YouTube, I would appreciate it a lot. They put out great content and are well worth following. Now, on to today's video. So at last we have a satellite image of Engels Air Base. We've been eagerly awaiting one since the 26th of December, but unfortunately, the cloud cover has been too thick. Today though, Twitter user The Warzone shared this image from Planet Satellites showing the airbase. Unfortunately, there are no signs of damage on the base itself or the airframes, but as this image is from the 29th, there has been a few days to sort of tidy things up a bit. Now the uploader does point out that there is reduced activity at the base. Only 11 aircraft are now visible, 2 95 Bears and 2 160 Blackjacks. This is down from the 26 visible in November. I'll look closer to a few interesting areas here. So first of all, I've highlighted a section in red. This is where one of the strikes was geolocated to have landed. The other was reportedly on the control tower, which isn't visible on screen. So we have a Blackjack here, which has had snow cleared in front of it to allow access to the runway. There's no signs of damage to the Blackjack visible, or on the airfield here itself. Something interesting is the addition of a protective barrier near the 160, which I've shown with an arrow. These are new. These weren't visible in images from November, though it is unclear if these were added after the first drone strike or after the December the 26th. There is also a second one which I've also highlighted with an arrow. In this image we can see two aircraft, a Blackjack and a Bear. These are covered in snow. Now I wouldn't say these are inactive Bears and Blackjacks, it's likely they just aren't being used for operations right now. On this image, I have also highlighted some mounded berths. I believe these are old and not really in use, as on Google Maps images they are very overgrown. I wonder if at some point Engels used to hold fighters, because these look to me where you'd place like say a MiG or a Su-27 or something like that. Here we can see the more operational Bears which have been de-iced. This image also offers a decent view of the protective walls, so you can see they separate each of the aircraft, though they don't look very big. I have to wonder how effective these little walls will actually be. Here there's a very likely SAM position. It's too snow covered and not clear enough to show what exactly goes here. Something small, so it could be a Panzer. That would be my best bet. Finally, at the end of the runway, we can see a clearing of snow in process. Given the amount of snow in this region as of late, I expect this to be a pretty much round-the-clock job to keep the runway clear. So unfortunately, this image doesn't tell us very much, other than a decrease in the number of aircraft here, which is still very important and good news if the drones have forced a scaling back of operations. On this map here I've highlighted the three bases where 2 95 Bears are based. So we have Ukrainka to the east, Engels and Jagiellovo, which has also been visited by a 2141. Remember that one, it hit a 222M. Now I have heard that some Bears were sent to Ukrainka, likely keeping them out of harm's way, but some may have also been sent to Jagiellovo and are maybe going to be launched from there instead, perhaps believing that that base is a little bit safer than Engels. Now I also can't say if a reduction in aircraft here is permanent or if it's temporary, with the Bears due to be sent back here at some point. As for the 2160s, I think they are only operated from Engels. Now if the movement of aircraft from here is permanent, we could see a bit of a swing to focusing on Calibre launchers from the Black Sea. There is of course the 222M fleet as well, which could still be used and indeed have been used in the past. So we may see an increase in 222M operations to make up for the Bears. These fly from Belaya, Shaykovka and Jagiellovo, and as you can see, Shaykovka and Jagiellovo are capable of reaching the border pretty easy and hitting targets like Kyiv and Lviv. Feasibly, the 222Ms from Belaya could also reach too. The 222M has a claimed combat radius of 4,140 kilometers. So as shown here, these could feasibly reach a position to launch long-range missiles like the KH-101, which in itself has a claimed max range of over 4,000 kilometres. So that's it here, there's not too much else to discuss, but I definitely thought the satellite image was worth taking a look at. If you found the video interesting, please click like and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Thanks again, and take care everybody.